Hi everyone, welcome back. This next video is a video on the Northern 12-stage road relay champs, and that was this weekend at Redcar. And honestly, the weather was horrendous. It was misty, there was sea fret coming in, drizzling. And you know when it's that light drizzle that just gets you soaking? It was like that sort of type of rain. But Morpeth had a really strong team. We had all the top lads out. One of them pulled out last minute. I wasn't actually going to run this race, but I got a call up last second to run, so I ran the fourth leg. And if I was going to be critically honest with myself, it wasn't the best run. I should have really been about 30-40 seconds higher up the field, I feel. Just wasn't one of them days. Do you know when you first set off in the first mile, you just know it's not going to be a good day. So the course itself was an out and back. The long leg was an out and back, and you went back again for another section down the road. So I think it was 9.5k for a long leg, and there was 4 legs. So that was leg 1, leg 3, leg 5 and leg 7, and then all the other legs were 5k, there or thereabouts. So yeah, on my leg you had to head out round this bollard and come all the way back. I knew from the start, really, not that I should have worn my watch and should have looked at it, but it popped up and I seen a 4:57, and I just knew I was working too hard. It shouldn't have been that hard to run a 4:57 with the wind slightly behind. But I knew as well, as soon as I went around that bollard, I had a headwind the whole way back, and it was going to be a slog. But I guess I just put my head down and just pushed as hard as I could. It fell over the line in just over 16 minutes. So not the best run in the world, but you know, I was there for the team and I pushed as hard as I could. I think I overtook one guy or 2 guys, and I got overtaken off a really fast runner from Hallamshire, I think. They ended up in second. But yeah, the guys were, everyone ran really well. The whole team finished just over 4 hours, and I think we won by about 1 minute 30. But yeah, there was some really good runs. As I expected, when 12 guys are in one team, not everyone can have a blinder. There's a few guys going to have a few bad runs. But honestly, I think our whole team ran really well. Matty Briggs had a bit of a stitch coming in at the finish, so he wasn't too happy with his time. But apart from me and Matty, I think everyone was quite content with what they ran. Go on, Finn. Go on, Finn. Brilliant. Go on, mate. Go on. Go on, George.
Go on, George. Last bit. Dig in, mate. Go on, mate. Go on! Go on, Ali! Go on, dig in, mate! Go on, Carl, dig in! Keep going, mate!
Go on, Paul! Nowhere to be seen.
Neck and neck at the moment.
Go on, Lawrence, you're flying!
Go on, mate!
Go on!
Last bit, mate, kick! Good, Connor! Good, Connor! Good, Connor!
Easy. Shearer.
Hey.
So in the national road relays, if we get Chris Parr and we get Cameron Boyack fit, we've also got 2 lads in America who have ran crazy times. So Scott Beattie has just ran a 10k in 27:58, which is mental. And Rory Leonard wasn't too far behind. He clocked something like 28:20. So that's just unbelievable. If we can get them back from America to run the 12 stage, we could really have a good chance of winning. If I was going to be honest with myself, I probably wouldn't even be in the team unless I pull my finger out. Next week I've got a race. It's the Good Friday relays. It's 2 mile. And if I'm running really well there, I might get the chance. But yeah, it just depends on who turns up on the day and who's fit. But yeah, I'd like to thank all the volunteers, the officials, everyone who put it on and stood in that rain and made the event possible. Well done to all the other 11 lads who ran. It was good to see everyone, and you know it's class running for a team like Mortworth. Everyone's so canny, and it just makes you want to turn up and run well for the team. So I actually had a number for Port of Blythe 10k, and that was on the Sunday, the day after, because the original plan wasn't to actually run the 12 stage. I actually turned out yesterday and ran that, and I finished second. And I ran a pretty reasonable time. I ran 32:30, so it was double the distance of Saturday, and I actually only averaged 3 seconds a mile slower. So that just shows you how bad of a run I had on Saturday. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one. We've got Good Fridays, and that's 2.2 mile, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. It's more up my street. And then we've got a few big races after that coming up, so watch this space. Yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bosh.